Talmud Bavli, Gemara Berachot, Perek Sheni, Daf Yud Zayin Amud Beit, Chapter 2, page 17b. Eitz Peretz, there is no breach. Shelo tehe siyatzenu kesiyato shel David. Our company should not be like the company of David. Sheyatza mimenu Achitophel, from whom went out Achitophel. Ve'ein yatzet, and there is no going out. Shelo tehe siyatzenu kesiyato shel Shaul. That our company not be like the company of Saul. Sheyatza mimenu doeg Adami, from whom doeg the Edomite went out. He did some terrible things. Ve'ein savacha, and there is no outcry. Shelo tehe siyatzenu kesiyato shel Elisha. That our company be not like the company of Elisha. Sheyatza mimenu Gehazi, from whom Gehazi went out. Birchobotenu, in our streets. Shelo yehe lanu ben or talmid, that we not have a son or a student. Shemakdiach tavshilo berabim. Just to start from again. Birchavotenu, in our streets. Shelo yehe lanu ben or talmid, that we not have a son or a student. Shemakdiach tavshilo berabim, who burns his dish in public. That means who lowers himself. Shimu Elai Abirei Lev Harchokim Mitzdaka. Listen to me, O fierce-hearted ones who are far from righteousness. Ravu Shmuel. So we have a dispute between Rav and Shmuel about this. But Amrei La Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Elazar, and some say between Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Elazar. Chadamar, one said, Kol ha'olam kulo nizunin bitzaka. The entire world is sustained through the righteousness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Vehem nizunin bizroa, but the fierce-hearted ones are sustained with strength of their own merits. Vechad amar, and one said, Kol ha'olam kulo nizunin bizchutam. The entire world is sustained in the merit. Vehem afilu bizchut atman ein nizunin, but they are not sustained even in their own merit. Kid Rav Yoda Amar Rav, as Rav Yoda said in the name of Rav. Da Amar Rav Yoda Amar Rav, for Rav Yehuda said in the name of Rav. Bechol Yom Vayom, each and every day. Bat Kol Yotzet Mahar Chorev Ve'omeret, a heavenly voice comes from Mount Chorev and says, Kol ha'olam kulo nizonin bishvil Chanina beni. The entire world is sustained for the sake of Chanina, my son, v'Chanina beni, while Chanina, my son, dai lo bekav charuvin, is satisfied with a kav of carobs, me'erev Shabbat le'erev Shabbat, from one Shabbos to the next Shabbos. Upliga de Rav Yehuda, and these opinions disagree with Rav Yehuda. Rav Yehuda says that fierce-hearted ones refers to the wicked. Da Amar Rav Yehuda, for Rav Yehuda said, Mana Abirei Lev, who are the fierce-hearted ones? Gova'ei tip sha'ei, the foolish Gova'ei, a nation in Babylonia who were descended from the Gibeonites. Amar Rav Yosef said, Teda, no, they were wicked. Dahalo Yigayar Giora Minayehu, for none of them ever truly converted. Amar Rav Ashi, Bnei Matam Mechasya Abirei Lev Ninhu, residents of the town of Mechasya are fierce-hearted people. Deka Chazu Yikara Deoraita Tre Zimnei Beshata, for they see the beauty of Torah twice a year. Velo kami gayar giora mianehu, and none of them ever converted to Judaism. Just scroll down. So we're on the screen, we're on the first line, Lamemra, and we're halfway down the first narrow section on the daf. Sorry, not Lamemra, from Chatan Im. Chatan Im Rotze Likrot Vechule. If a groom wishes to recite, that is the Shema on the first night of his wedding, Lamemra Deraban Shimon ben Gamliel Chayesh Liuhara, to say that Rabbi Shimon Gamliel is concerned about such haughtiness. V'Rabbanan la Chayeshe Liuhara, and the rabbis are not concerned about haughtiness. V'Ha'ipcha Shaminan Lehu, but we've heard them say the reverse. Ditnan, we learned in the Mishnah, Makom Shenahagula Asot Malacha B'Tisha B'Av, a locale where it is customary to perform work on the 9th of Av. Also, we perform work Makom Shenahagu Shelo La'asot, a locale where it is customary not to perform on the 9th of Av. Ein Osim, we may not perform work V'Chol Makom Talmidei Chachamim Betelim, and in all locales Torah scholars must be idle. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel Omer, Le'olam ya'aseh kol ha'adam et atzmo ketalmid chacham. A person should always look after himself, or should act like a Torah scholar. Kashya de Rabbanan ad Rabbanan, of the rabbis. In our Mishnah, there's a contradiction of the rabbis in the other Mishnah. Kashya de Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel ad Rabbanan Shimon ben Gamliel. The opinion of Rabbi Shimon Gamliel contradicts that of Rabbi Shimon Gamliel in the other Mishnah. Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan said, Muchlefet Hashita. The opinions of the rabbis and Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel have been reversed in error. Rav Shisha Berei de Rav Idi Amar. Rav Shisha, the son of Rav Idi, said, Le'olam lo tachalif. In truth, you should not reverse the opinions in either Mishnah. De Rabbanan ad Rabbanan lo kasha, because the rabbis do not contradict that of the rabbis in the other Mishnah. Kriyat Shema kevan dechulei alma karu. The Shema recital, since everyone is reciting Ve'ihu nami kare, and he's also reciting, the groom, Lo mechazeh kiu hara, he does not appear haughty. Excuse me. Hatam, there, kevan dechulei alma Avdei Malacha, since everyone is performing work, Yuhu lo ka avid, and he is not performing work, Mechazeh kio hara, he does appear haughty. The Rabbanan Shimon ben Gamliel, ad Rabbanan Shimon ben Gamliel lo kasha, there is no contradiction. Hatam hacha b'kavana talya milta, here the matter of a groom saying Shema is dependent on his concentration. And we say that a groom on his wedding night cannot concentrate his mind on the words of Shema. Aval hacha hatam, but there, in the case of Tisha B'Av, haro'eh omer, one who sees another not working, will say malacha who de'ein lo, it is his lack of work that caused him to be idle. Puk chazeh kama betal be'atlanei ika beshuka, go see how many idle people there are in the marketplace, even on a regular day. Hadran alecha haya kore, we shall return to you haya kore. Perek Shlishi. Mishnah. Mishemeto mutal lefanav, one whose dead relative lives before him and needs burial. Patur mikriyat shma umin hatfilah umin hatfilin. He is exempt from reciting shma, from prayer, and from putting on tefillin. Umikol mitzvot ha'amurat b'Torah, and from all other mitzvahs stated in the Torah. Nosei hamita, the pallbearers, v'chilufeihen v'chilufeihen, those who replace them and those who replace the replacements. Et shelifneim hamita ve'et shelacher achar hamita, those in front of the bi'er and those behind the bi'er. Et shelifnei hamita tzorecha bahem peturim, those in front of the bi'er and those who are still needed are exempt. They're exempt from saying the Shema and from putting on tefillin. Ve'et shela'achar hamita tzorech bahim chayvim, but those standing behind the bi'er, even if they are still needed to carry it, are obligated in those mitzvahs. Ve'elu peturim min hatfilah, both of those pallbearers and those who are needed and those who are not needed are exempt from tefillah, from prayer. Kavru et hamet v'chazru, and having buried the dead and returned from the cemetery, im yicholin lehatchil v'ligmor ad shelo yagiu l'shura, if they can begin and complete Shema before reaching the road to offer consolation to the mourners, yatchilu, they should begin v'im lav, but if not, lo yatchilu, they should not begin Shema. Scroll down. We're starting from the Gemara, 4 lines up from the bottom. Sorry, not from the Gemara. From Ha'omdim in the last line of the Mishnah, second last line of the Mishnah. Ha'omdim bashura hapinmim peturim, those standing in a row to offer consolation. The law is the inner ones are exempt from saying Shema. Ve'hachitzonim chayavim, and the outer ones are obligated to say Shema. Gemara. Mutal lefanav ein, yes, the body does lie before him in the same room, and he is exempt. V'she eino mutal lefanav lo, but if it doesn't actually lie before him, he is not exempt. Urminehi, by contrast, this mi shemeto mutal lefanav, one whose dead lies before him, ochel bebait acher, should eat in another house. Ve'im ein lo bait acher, if there is no other house to eat in, ochel bebait chavero, he should eat in his friend's house. Ve'im ein lo beit chavero, if he does not have a friend's house, ose mechitza ve'ochel, he should make a partition between himself and the deceased and eat. Ve'im ein lo devar la'asot mechitza, but if he has nothing with which to make a partition, machazir panav ve'ochel, he should turn his face away and eat away from the deceased. Ve'eino mesev ve'ochel, and he may not eat while reclining. Ve'eino ochel basar, and he may not eat meat. Ve'eino shotei yain, he may not drink wine. Ve'eino mevarech, and does not recite any blessings before eating. Ve'eino mezamen, he does not recite birkat hamazon.